What up, loved ones? What it do? It's Pare Young right here. You know where I'm from. Thanks for tuning in. If you're new to this channel right here, just hit the subscribe button real quick and give it a like if you think it's cool, if you think it's real. So right now, man, I got the homeboy Dirty Weather 916 Sacramento. We're just gonna be chopping it up, man, and you know what I mean, get to know each other more on live stream right now. Like, that's how you do it. Yeah,
Straight
bro.
up.
Hell yeah, bro. Hey, good looking out. Yeah. So
Hey
you
man.
get tired? Yeah.
So first off, Dirty
Yeah.
Weather
Yeah.
916,
Hell
live
yeah.
and direct. I gotta bite Nate Dogg and say live and direct because my boy Pare Young all the way in Philippines and things.
Ah.
Philippines and things. So this is
Yeah.
my
Yeah.
first, this will be considered my first international interview.
Oh hell yeah, yeah, yeah. Worldwide, worldwide. Yeah, bro. So you know what I mean. You're Nate Dogg, homie, from 916 from Del Paso Heights, Sacramento. Tell us about
Yep.
your journey, real quick, in the California prison system. Did you go to YA or straight to the CDC?
So in California, they got like Boys Ranch and stuff like that. If you like depending on the level of your crime. So for me, I basically graduated from maximum security, and they sent
And
me from maximum security to the pen. Because back in the days, I know you did a lot of time. So you remember when it was trying youngsters as an adult
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
in
Yeah.
California. I remember my neighbor was an Asian dude, and he was only 17 when I first came, and I was 18. Couldn't even
Yeah. Yeah.
buy tobacco. I was buying tobacco for him. But
Ah. Yeah.
real shit. But I mean, I hit Salinas Valley. I was 18 years old. I didn't know shit. All I knew is that my mom's boyfriend, which I call my stepdad, he was on the yard, and all I know is just I had to lean on him for any advice in any game that I needed to survive. And then eventually I branched out to other OGs, but my step pops was on the very first yard that I hit, and I became a sponge from then on. From then,
Damn.
so the first level four I hit, I mean the first yard I hit after I left Tracy was Salinas Valley level four, and I was 18 years old.
Oh man, similar story, man. 180 design on 18 years old. How was it in this valley?
Salinas Valley in the 90s was rocking.
Yeah.
literally, literally rocking. And the funny part is that when you're in the middle of it rocking,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
you really don't know how bad it is until you go other places. But Salinas Valley was one of the most violent prisons in CDC in the 90s because it just opened up in like 96. And
All
I got
right.
and I got there at 98 and they had just took the weights. Like there was weights there at one point. When I got there in 98, only thing I could see was like where the weights used to be. They had replaced them with bars.
Yeah, yeah. So,
What's the first prison you hit?
oh, Pelican Bay, bro. Also 180 at 18 years old. That's why.
Man,
That's yeah. That's why I was gonna ask you. Like, did you get taken advantage of from some of your homies being a youngster, knowing that your mentality is only of an 18-year-old little kid, or they
yes.
lace you up and looked out for you and make sure to guide you the right way? Depends,
Man,
right?
I got to be honest and keep it all the way cut. I had
Yeah,
my
yeah,
first term celly was older than me. He was 26. I was 18, but he came from high desert. So he was
yeah,
real militant. He was real radical militant like. And I learned a lot of things that I learned from him. And all that did was give me a complex. Like I inherited, remember you say take advantage of? I
yeah, yeah.
inherited his complex and became hella violent in prison. And ended up my first charge in prison was attempted murder.
Damn.
But because I listened to this older homie that really didn't mean me well.
Okay, okay. Yeah. Damn.
So you get taken advantage of, like he was teaching me the right shit, but he wasn't doing what he was teaching me. So
Yeah,
it
yeah.
kind of fucked me up to where I didn't progress until I got out the cell with him.
Damn, bro. So, but your instinct, even though you were only 18 years old, you somehow still know who's the people that you should listen to, right? Or you,
Yeah.
How'd you feel?
Yeah, I knew because like my uncle and my cousin, like both of my family, they've been to pen already and kind of like laced me. And I was always a person that asked hella questions. So when I hit the main line, like I knew enough. I knew the basics. Like the first thing they told me, don't mess with no homosexuals, don't gamble on your ass, don't leave no homie for dead, and don't snitch. So them four right there, and don't join no cliques. So them five right there, you stick to them five and you be all right. That's what I was told.
Sounds about right. Sounds like the G code right there, man.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So where you from out there?
My hood in the streets, or right now I'm in the Philippines right now. But growing up in LA, I got into a Jeff Rocks gang. It's a Filipino gang in West LA. Yeah.
West in in Sacramento, we had a what do we have? We had B&G. They got B&G down there.
Oh yeah. Hell yeah. They got B&J in LA. That's them the homies too.
Yeah, that's the main ones that's in Sacramento. That's
Sacramento.
Filipino.
Yeah, yeah. Damn. All right. Yeah, bro.
But how
So
about not gangster?
whatever. Yeah, Bahala na gang. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So you
They're
got locked up. How old was you when you got locked up?
15 years old, man. I got charged as an adult, direct file to an adult.
So me and you, okay, so guess what you are? I call them Pete's kids. Well, actually, no, I'm older. I'm older. Did you get locked up in the 90s or the 2000s?
2000, bro. Different
Oh,
generation. Yeah,
okay, I got locked up in the 90s. And when
yeah.
they was turning people as adults in Sacramento, Pete Wilson was watching motherfuckers and youngsters. Oh, they was hot on his menu, and he was watching their ass too, trying everybody as an adult.
Oh, all right. Damn. That happens in the early 2000s or the late 90s.
The mid to late 90s.
Oh, all
Mid
right.
to
Yeah,
late 90s.
man. System got me good. I was
How the
ignorant
hell?
to the law.
How the
Yeah.
hell do they? How the hell do they export you? I mean, have you ever been to the Philippines?
Oh yeah, yeah. I got to USA like when I was like 10 years old, somewhere around
Yeah,
there,
yeah.
and I did the whole thing. I'm supposed to do good. I'm supposed to just go to school and finish school because that's what I was taught in my culture. Like everybody else's culture, same thing. But somehow the culture, uh, there's bullies and there's enemies, and of course, you don't want to back down. You don't want to be a pussy during that time. You want to be cool too, like the other kids. So
Yeah.
that's what I did, and I found my peoples, and they influenced me, and I was influenced by them.
So you was already involved with gangs before you went in.
Yes, yes. I was already from Jeff Rock's gang before I.
When you first got in, like was there hella your homies, or was it your peoples?
There's a lot of them. Because Jeff Rock is mixed with a lot of race, mostly Mexicans, and we have a lot of Koreans too, which is K-Town Clique from West LA.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So is there a lot of Filipinos in Long Beach?
From what I heard, they do also, but probably not the east side, the west side, like the West Side Islanders. That's what they were telling me.
Yeah, I noticed a lot of Cambodians too in Long Beach.
Yeah, east side, right? And from because I was locked up with a lot of them, and Southeast Asia. They said there's the three gangs in one. The Suicidal Towns, EFCC, and ABZ all together as one. And the SOS also they clicked up.
Is that
So
right?
yeah, they're big over there, man.
I remember I remember the 90s down south, it was ABZ, which is Asian boys. But in Sacramento, it was Asian boys with an S. It
What the
was
hell?
Asian boys with an S. Not
Yeah,
ABZ, it's Asian boys with an S, right?
yeah,
But the
yeah.
first ABZ I ever met when I was at maximum security, remember, did you ever hear about the pool hall back in the days? The pool hall shooting with the vids? That shit was on America's Most Wanted.
The watching and the AVZ pool hall, the
Yeah,
shooting, China
yeah,
Dog and Kicker. Kicker got
yeah.
smoked. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they brought one up to Sacramento because they was trying to separate them all, so they couldn't do whatever they do. And they had one in maximum security with me. That was the first time I ever met a real ABZ.
Oh, all right. Yeah, man. They're hella popular. They're all up in that gangland or something. They have
Yeah,
a lot
yeah,
of documentary. I was locked up
yeah.
with a lot of them too.
It's a lot of
Yeah.
TRGs and stuff too. But I know, like, I didn't realize that a lot of Asian gangs came from Southern California first before they came up south. I mean, up north. Like like SOS. I remember
Yeah,
the
yeah.
first time I seen SOS was like 1990, and that was in Sacramento. They had SOS and they had FOB. The FOB was like fresh off the boat, and then
What the hell?
SOS, Son of Samoa.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, they got a gang called FOB. Yeah,
Back in the
yeah,
day, I don't know if it exists no more, but
yeah,
FOB
yeah.
fresh off the boat.
Yeah, that's crazy. Sacramento, man. Yeah, I met some pares over there too from BNG, like you were saying.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Sacramento and Stockton too.
yeah. See,
Yeah,
the thing about like Sacramento is it's very diverse. It's every kind of Asian you could think of. Cause like I was talking to China Mac, right? And China
yeah,
Mac
yeah.
was breaking it down. He was like, he said he never really met a Cambodian. He said he never really met a Hmong. So I was like, damn. So basically he was like, Laos, there's Laos, Chinese, and Vietnamese was like the main, well, not even Vietnamese, Laos, China, Koreans is the main ones in New York. So I was
I
saying,
see.
so when I was naming different Asian ethnicities, he was like, shit, I never met one. I
Yeah,
could
yeah,
I couldn't picture never meeting a Hmong.
yeah. I've been watching it. They got like a different culture right there in East Coast, huh?
Yeah, they
I see
do.
you on a Death Show too. Yeah, and
Yeah,
I know some food from the East, like 1090 Jake and all them foods. They're from the East Coast. They got a different
yeah.
culture. Yeah, but
1090 Jake. I ain't never interviewed with 1090 Jake, but he got some good content. Shout out to 1090 Jake.
yeah, yeah. And
You interviewed on his channel?
I say it again.
I said, have you interviewed with any East Coast channels?
I just did one with Death. I came to a show like a while back, a couple months ago, and
Um,
yeah,
did it boost your sub count?
I think it did because what do you call this? He got a lot of subs, so I'm pretty sure they saw my thing, and maybe some of them saw my channel also. So that should have helped. I think it
So
helps when you do collab. Yeah.
true that. True that.
What
How many
what?
so how many years did you do?
Oh, 13 years.
13. So you got
Yeah.
locked up in like 2000, 2001. When you get locked up?
2003, brother. And
So
then
you got locked up when Mac Dre was still alive.
yeah, yeah. They were talking about it in YA.
Oh, you
Uh
YA first?
yeah, I was in YA first, and I've seen the difference culture also from up north and down south. You know what I mean? Like the Bay Area and stuff. They got like a whole different music too, different dances, different everything.
Are the
Yeah.
are the Asians different?
I noticed too because in down south there's really no like monks like you said, and I guess
Yeah.
they're from Fresno and above, and yeah, I different people like we're different for some reason. It's just
Man, I
Diego
asked
thing.
I asked China Mac had he heard of men. He was like, men? What's that? Like I've never heard of men. I
Yeah,
was like, damn.
yeah.
Like
So what?
Sacramento, like Sacramento, every race had a gang back in the 90s. Like the Viets had IVB and VPG. The Hmongs
Yeah,
had TLR and TRG. The men's had SBB and ATL, and then they probably had some other ones. And then like the Hmongs also had the Hmong Nation too. Hmong Nation.
yeah, I'm a Hmong Nation Society. I met a gang of those two in there, man. Yeah.
Finesse. And then and then I blew his mind when I told him I could basically tell like what Asian ethnicity somebody is by their last name. Because when I was younger, right, the IVD, when I had a study in juvenile hall, shout out Joker. And this motherfucker told me some stories and blew my little mind. Next thing you know, I was linking up with him on the outside. And I fucked with him for a minute, but they was in this gangster shit. That was too gangster for my little ass. So I just fucked with them from a distance, but they always acknowledged me like as one of they folks. They taught me how to count, how to greet, everything in Vietnamese.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's what's up, man. California is different, man. They got a lot of Asians in here. Uh,
Yeah,
even
a lot of
Sacramento.
a lot of
Yeah,
different ones. Like you probably got family from San Francisco, huh?
yeah. San Jose, Milpitas, and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's a big Filipino community in the Bay Area.
Yeah, I see you wearing the Golden State right now.
Oh yeah, but it's
Warriors.
but it's Sacramento business all day. It's
For
Sacramento.
sure, for sure.
I'm trying to find me a Sacramento hat around this thing. I can't
I
find
see,
it.
I see the Kings right there.
Man, that's what it is.
The jacket. Yeah, yeah. So, out of curiosity, bro, I want to ask you also because I first noticed you on one of the reaction by this. I think you were in a car. You were smoking a
Yeah,
blunt or something like you always do,
yeah,
and you were talking about this steroid fraud. They just lying to everybody. This racist steroid fraud, right?
yeah.
And were you also in Oklahoma at the time? Do you know him
So,
personally?
so, so I've never been in Oklahoma, but
Oh,
what I did have is how we have cellies.
yeah.
Get a celly that's a homie that you don't question. Like everything come out his mouth is real. That's golden because in the pen, like if you spread bullshit or propaganda, somebody gonna call you on that. So every time you repeat a story, you gotta make sure all your facts are straight. And my celly was in Oklahoma when it happened, and he told me the story back in 2017. And not to mention, I was in the pen when that riot happened, and I was on the phone with the homie while the riot was going on. His ass was in the cell. I heard he had locked up, but that's a whole different story. But I was on the phone with the homie, and he was telling me it's going down right now. So I had like intel from all different angles of what happened in Oklahoma. So when old boy said what he said, I already knew he was lying, and that's why I took the stance I did. And the homie that told me the story is the homie that I had speaking on the voice recording in that video. He was there, so I really didn't have to say too much. I let the homie speak.
Oh, all right. I kind of I understand where you're coming from, bro. But the thing is, his most of his fans are arguing that like, look, man, I got the most discipline. I can beat up everybody. I'm the hardest motherfucker in the yard, and
Hey,
you
hey,
know,
hey,
yeah,
hey,
yeah,
Paul. Between me and you, we got down there 30 years in this motherfucker. You know, like I know, ain't no
yeah.
white dude running nothing in there like that. You know, like I know, we keep it 100. Ain't no white dudes pushing no lines like that where they roaring up on people. They gonna roar up on their own peoples like that. But anything else
Uh,
outside of that is out. That's out. Like ain't none of that tough
yeah,
shit on.
yeah,
Because
yeah,
like I know, if it went down, that'd be the first person that people be trying to get to.
yeah, yeah. But it's all good though. I just like, you know what I mean? That actually helped me a lot too, because people are wondering like, who the hell is? Because he made a reaction video with me and Big JD. It's called the fake gangster video. So we got him right there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because if you build your foundation, he got a big ass empire. But if you build his foundation through lies, eventually all that empire is gonna you know what I mean? It's gonna fall
Man.
apart heavily.
And
So
when I got
better.
at him, When
Yeah,
I
yeah,
got at him, I didn't know nobody else that had took flight on him. I just spoke from my heart, like fuck this. This is bullshit. I know that riot didn't start like that. And he just and I was on Big Hurt. So he following my footsteps as far as not following me necessarily, but he on the same trail I'm on. As soon as I seen that shit, I hit Big Hurt, like, hey Hurt, come on, man. You know that's bullshit. Man, I can put you on the phone right now with somebody in Oklahoma right now. I mean, not Oklahoma,
yeah,
but somebody that was there right now, Big Hurt. And that's
yeah,
when Big Hurt came with the disclaimer.
yeah,
Anybody on my show, anybody on my
yeah,
show, I'm not responsible for it.
yeah.
Because before he didn't have that.
I feel you, bro. I feel you. But like I said again, his fan base don't care about the truth. They just care about how his discipline. He looks like he can beat up people and shit, and he's inspiring people. So you know, I mean, it is what it is. It's all good. But only
That's a big
us.
ass, but
Yeah,
facts is that's a big ass white boy. We ain't gonna I ain't gonna sit here and be on the yard and be like, shit, I
yeah,
get it real quick. No, hell no. I'm gonna be like, damn, that's a big ass white boy, but shit, oh well.
yeah. I'll take that fade any day though. I think I can mix this shit on live TV.
Hey, I think that
Yeah,
I think with steroids, they run out of gas. With steroids,
yeah,
they have with a meltdown.
yeah. It's funny, man. You know. But yeah, man. So I was just curious because that's when I first noticed you. You were talking about that food when you were smoking up down on the
Yeah,
car. And this was a
yeah,
long time ago, and that thing helped me a lot because my story and his mixed up because we were talking about the same people. So that shit helped too, though. You know what I mean?
that's
So
what's up. That's what's
yeah,
up.
yeah,
Hey, it helped me too. To be honest, we keep it 100.
yeah,
That video helped me too.
yeah.
That video boosted my subs up. But if I was on that bullshit, it would have turned ugly. But I backed up all my facts, and then people like you came. Even them SAYs that dropped some shit. Even they
Uh,
backed up my story without even knowing that they was doing that.
oh damn, yeah, yeah. But it's all good though. Like, come on, it's a small world. Everybody knows everybody and shit, man. You know what I mean?
Hey,
But only
that,
only
that's
will understand. Yeah.
That's why. Hey, so how I was looking at Instagram one day. I was going through your pictures, and I seen my boy Fong from Stockton, and like I'm hella cool with Asians. Like hella Asians that know me, I'm hella cool with Asians. I'm talking about all through CDC. They fuck with dirt, right?
Yeah, yeah.
But Fong, that was my Asian brother. Like that was really like in my photo album right now. If you look at my photo, that's the only Asian in my photo album. Fong. When I seen him on your in your pictures, I was like, oh shit,
Yeah.
that's bro. So
Damn.
yeah,
Yeah.
shout out. I don't know, is he out yet? I,
He got a date, that's for sure. Cause everybody in the outer state, I was in the hall with him. So you know, but he got a different culture. Let me just tell you real quick, cause he's VN, and
yeah,
I'm Filipino. I got a Catholic background, and
yeah,
we were in the hall, and we're eating. I mean, we got food because we had the canteen or whatever, and
yeah.
I wanted to finish all my food, and I noticed he didn't want to finish his food. Hey, homie, what happened, man? How come you don't want to finish your food? You know, don't you know there's a lot of starving kids out there in the world that wish they can eat?
Yeah.
But his mindset was, how is this gonna help the other little kids that are freaking? You know, what I mean, I can't finish it. I'm just gonna throw it away, man. You know what I mean? Because
Hey,
I like studying all people, all culture. That's my thing.
man,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
there's an advantage to that. I'm telling you, I couldn't even have the platform that I have if I didn't study all like as many races and genres and cultures as that I could, because I was never like closed like that. Because I had Asian partners before I went into the pen, so I had an idea what was going on. And then on top of that, I fucked with all the Asians in Sacramento. Like I had Asian partners from every game that I was cool with.
Ah, for sure, for sure. Yeah, man. I wanted to chop it up for a long time, but you know what I mean. We're just gonna just for now, we're just gonna cut this.
Man, hey,
Yeah,
this just
brother.
the begin. Hey, this just the beginning. But let me tell you one funny ass Fong story.
Yeah,
Me
yeah.
and Fong, we worked together in the kitchen. He actually taught me how to cook too. He taught me how to cook. But me and Fong, like, we had a bet. We battled in everything. So we decided we want to race in front of the whole yard. And everybody, people was placing bets and everything. Like, I just felt I was about to dust this Asian. Man, as soon as they said ready, said go, right? It went like it was like he left me in slow motion. Man, it was so bad. He was crossing the finish line with two fingers up in the air, and all I seen was like the bottom of his feet. He was that far ahead of me. He dusted me in front of the whole yard. And it's on a 180 yard. This on a 180 yard, so it's all bad. They talked about me
Yeah.
for that long.
See, because he was already kind of old when he was my Sally, so yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
dusted.
I only got win.
Yep.
That's crazy though. But yeah, brother,
So I
do you have
appreciate
yeah, I appreciate your time. You have any last words to to what the channel is about, trying to steer people away from going to the same path. You have any last words from your
you,
experience?
man. Listen to that voice, and when you pray, keep your mind open because as you're praying, messages are coming to you. So don't pray one-sided. Pray openly.
That's
And
right.
and other than that, life is short, man. Love your family, and love your freedom. If you playing with your freedom, that's not my kind. I ain't playing with my freedom no more. Straight up.
Man, hell yeah, brother.
I did down there 20 years. I'm not going back. Fuck that. I will sit in front of this YouTube and network with the world until the world is tired of networking with me before I go back in.
Man, that's what's up, man. Hey, you guys heard it first over here and shit, man. You don't know the business. Say what you mean and mean what you say, cause real recognize real, homeboy. Man,
Straight up.
yeah.
Straight up. Dirty weather.